Geisha and Oiran in Edo period. Hi everyone, I'm Maki and thank you for being here. Today I'm going to talk about Geisha and Oiran. When you imagine the woman in Edo period, image of exquisite mono, highly tied hair, and graceful movement. For some, these images are for Geisha, and for the others, Oiran. The image of them, like in ukiyo-e, are alike. But in reality, the Geisha and Oiran are two very different things, each with unique roles, distinct skills, and their own place in the social world Edo, Japan. So, what were they? Today, I take you into Edo world to let you meet these women and what they really are. The Edo period context. The Edo period, which is from 1903 to 1868, was a peace period under Tokugawa shogunate, and cities like Edo, Kyoto, and Osaka had flourished, with joining people with various jobs. Thriving urban culture developed, including yujo, women in leisure quarters. The shogunate was deeply concerned about public morality and social order. They made some regulations for entertainment, which included leisure quarters. Leisure quarters had been licensed, and it was called yukaku. The most famous of those are Yoshiwara in Edo City. It was a walled, gated district, and if you're not yujo, you could go to Yoshiwara freely. Inside, reality changed its shape into illusion. Music, dancing, poetry, drinking, fashion, and intimate companionship mingled together. It was within these districts that Geisha and Oiran lived and worked. Yujo, the licensed prostitute. The word yujo literally means women of pleasure. It was a general term for any licensed or probably not licensed prostitute. Their rank varied enormously, from low-paid street workers to the elite prostitutes who gained a huge amount of money. Most yujo had poor family backgrounds. Many had been sold into the pleasure quarters as children from all over Japan. I think selling children is quite common in world history, but it's so sad thing. There are many yujo who died within a quarter. If you could become the most beautiful, talented, and socially skilled person, there could be stepping up the ranks and become Oiran. Oiran, the elite courtesans. Oiran is the word to describe the celebrity of Edo cities, especially in Yoshiwara. The other places like Kyoto or Osaka, they didn't call Oiran. Well, anyway, there are a lot more than just companions. They were fashion icons, artists, and cultural influencers. Oiran was trained in classical arts like poetry and calligraphy, shamisen music, how to proceed tea ceremony, how to have sophisticated conversations. Meeting with Oiran was privilege. Customers had been introduced by a trusted personnel and present expensive gifts and attended multiple formal visits. It was not about money. It was about money. Oiran was very expensive for a night or even just a visit. But more than that, it was Oiran's side to choose who to see, who to talk, who to have conversation with, and who to sleep with. Their appearance was calculated. They wore rich embroidered kimono with extravagant obi and elaborate hairstyle fitted with incredible number of Japanese type of hairpins and combs. They're all heavy, both hair, accessories, and kimono. So, Oiran could only move slowly, which makes them look more elegant. The walk actually fascinated people. When Oiran appeared in public, it was a grand parade, and it was called Oiran Dochu. Oiran moved very slowly because they couldn't move faster. The things they're wearing or their hair was heavy. Well, they have to have muscles. And what makes walking more difficult is specialized conduct. With them, they walk with particular moves, like making kanji 8, koyun. And they're also accompanied by hamuro for young children during training, and shinzo, just to use usual, all with beautiful kimono. Geisha, the artist, and pleasure quarters. The word geisha means person of earth, who entertains banquets and customers. The earliest geisha in the mid-1700s were actually men. You can still see the traits in kabuki. Soon, women entered the role, and by the 19th century, geisha was almost entirely human. Unlike Yujo or Oiran, geisha didn't do any prostitute work, probably with some exceptions. I don't know if I should say that or what, but probably. Their job was the art of entertainment, playing shamisen, performing refined dancing, mai, hosting tea ceremonies, and engaging guests with intelligent and witty conversations. To achieve them, to actually admit it as a geisha, they trained very long time from their young age, even after they admitted that they have enough skill to be geisha. To become geisha was and is hard. Their style and looks reflect their role. Kimono was elegant, but not excessively gorgeous, because kimono is not their selling point. Hairstyles are simpler than usual or oiran. Well, if they're wearing that much of hairpins or combs, must be too heavy to do what they have to do. The obi was tied at the back so they can play instruments. Geisha's value was not about seduction, but about creating atmosphere, elegance, laughter, and cultural sophistication. Today, Yujo, Oiran, Yukak no longer exist. Prostitute was outlawed in Japan in 1958. Geisha remain active in Kyoto, Kanazawa, Tokyo, and other places. They continue to perform traditional dances, play shamisen, preserving earth that might otherwise be lost. At the same time, the legacy of Oiran, with their beauty, the performances, the value, and the status remain. By understanding their true role, we gain not only a clearer picture of Edo culture, but also deeper respect for the artistry, resilience, and humanity. That was actually a brief explanation. That's it for today, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.